What's up, guys? It's Dimz back for the attack, but you already know that. And whew, strap in. We are doing the runes of Forsburn. Just a quick reminder: at max level, you have 8 spaces to fill with your runes. Mix and match to your heart's content, but remember, there is no reason not to fill up every single space. Now, with that, let's get on to the rune. Rune A: air dodging creates a smoke cloud. Rune B: smoke is not cleared when gaining full charge. Rune C: up special has reduced startup and landing lag. Rune D: smoke clouds are immune to projectiles. Rune E: initial dash is faster and longer. Rune F: forward special has no cooldown time. Rune G: you become fully charged after absorbing one cloud. Rune H: clones explode shortly after being attacked. Rune I: while inside smoke, Forsburn is invisible and does double damage. Rune J: smoke damages enemies. Rune K: clones always act as if they're fully charged. And if you don't know the difference, if you're fully charged and make a clone, the clone will attack. If not, they will not attack. Rune L: forward special, you can create 2 clones at once. Rune M: while inside smoke, you take reduced knockback. Rune N: the clones will constantly spew smoke. Rune O: the remaining smoke on the screen explodes when you gain full charge. Now, it's time to give my personal opinion on each rune. Keep in mind that I'm only factoring each rune effectiveness in. Actually, let's skip that for this video. Alright, now it's time to categorize Forsburn. And alright guys, rant time. So now I'm not gonna say this as a definite, but Forsburn seems to be one of the worst characters in Abyss mode. Now I'm not saying that as a character wise, but he has the worst runes in Abyss mode. Alright. So one thing, Forsburn doesn't do a lot great or unique. Like at any other time, you can switch him out with another character on one of your team builds or anything if you're going with this through this with friends. Cause literally Forsburn doesn't do anything special or anything it's really just hard. Like heck, Rune O, his little big old explosion thing, is not even guaranteed to kill. His runes aren't even that good, and they're really expensive. Like certain ones are just really expensive, and it just restricts the type of builds you can have. It just kind of turns it into there's only 2 ways you could build Forsburn in Abyss mode. Either you make him smoke focused or you make him clone focused. Now there's a problem with that, because when you make it smoke focus, you're really hurting your team more than winning or anything else. Why? Because smoke is a visual effect, and it visually affects your teammates, and not even the AI. The AI is even affected by it. The smoke blocks out what your team is able to see. Sometimes you might lose yourself, and if there's another Forsburn enemy on the team, they get shrouded in the smoke as well. And on top of that, sometimes it'll obstruct the objectives you have in the Abyss runes, which makes you not want to use the smoke, which makes there's only one way to build him, and that's really with clones. And then on top of that, if you're doing all smoke, exploding, combusting is not even frame 1. So you can easily be hit out of your combust whenever you get full charge. The next thing is, like, the clones, they kind of don't do their jobs. They don't even steal aggro. Like, the AIs will never attack your clones outright. I'm like, they might hit them on accident or here and there, but they're always going to be gunning for you, and they're not going to get distracted by your clones like a normal player would or might at times. Like, the clones they don't do anything but just run left and right. And at times there's a certain glitch that I ran into. Like if you put on rune H where your clone explodes after being hit, like during the boss battle, sometimes the clones won't explode and might live forever. It was hard to replicate this glitch. It happened to me like twice, but it's your clones can have a chance to live forever if it's hit by the boss in a certain way in a multi-hit, yada yada. But it doesn't even matter because again, the clone doesn't do anything. It doesn't steal aggro. It barely attacks. So you might definitely want to have the K rune on, and it's like, jeez, like. And also, speaking about another glitch with the rune H, yeah, rune H, another glitch with rune H. There is a chance on the avoid the ground stage or the avoid the ground wave where the clone will actually kill you. Now this glitch is easy replicatable. Just put on rune H, and if your clone hits the ground, and if you are near it or touch the clone, it will outright kill you, ending your run. Now I tested this with a teammate. It doesn't kill your teammate, so hooray, but it will outright kill you, which at times makes you not want to use the clone. Now, some characters or most characters or have maybe a rune or a certain style that make them avoid waves, like Crag, and not touch the floor by just standing on his pillar. Forsburn, his clone, actually acts like a separate entity. So on the capture the light or stay in the ring waves, if you have a clone, it will rack up extra points. So that's a yay. But all in all, there's no reason to use Forsburn over any other character on your team. Like, he doesn't do anything special. Like, when I was going through it, there was only one build that was actually good, because all his other runes are just very disruptive and just really it just too expensive to actually run what you want, because everything you want is probably has cost too much and you can't just mash up everything. The best build that I've used with Forsburn is AEGHK. That'll fill you up completely, and literally all these stuff are just passive treatments, because with Forsburns, you're not even relying on his runes mostly. All these are just passive stuff you can just have on him to make him a little bit more better, but basically he's still the same base character. I've been wanting to make a case, like, maybe Forsburn is the worst character in Rivals of Aether in general, but with recent tournament wins and yada yada, my case is starting to fall flat, so I'm not going to do that. But I can definitely say right now, Forsburn has the worst runes in Rivals of Aether Abyss mode. Like, it's so bad that there's no reason to use this character, because everyone else runes make them such a better character, such a better teammate, that if you're choosing Forsburn, you just must like him. Now, I don't hate Forsburn. Literally, he's my secondary, but his runes, if anything could be reworked, it will be his runes, 100%. But with that, like, he's not good as a support, not good as a tank. The only place I can put him is offensive, but on top of that, that's a stretch, because compared to all the other offensive characters, he doesn't hold a candle to anything. So I'm like, he's offensive, but I'm just gonna put some question marks by him, because I don't know. I don't know what's up with his runes. Anyway, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time, which I don't know. I literally playing Forsburn and trying to make him work in any capacity kind of sucked the life out of me, and I'm sorry if you really like him in Abyss mode. He's just his runes aren't that good, and on top of that, he's just not that good in Abyss mode. But you know, let me just end the video here, man.